Hi, welcome to lakmekutty channel, Python Classroom 2.0. In this session, I am going to explain how to upgrade Python installation on Windows. If user want to upgrade Python, depending on conditions, there will be a multiple versions of Python installation on the same system or replace the existing version of Python. Let us have a detailed look on each scenario. In generally, Python version contain three parts as like major dot, minor dot, patch. Upgrade Python from one Python version to another Python version. These are the possible upgrade scenarios. If major part of the versions are not equal or minor part of the versions not equal, then the Python setup wizard install a new version separately and side by side on the same system. In case if patch version part, that means Z is less than C, the from version is less than the to version, then upgrading to a new Python version. That means it will replace the existing version to a new version on the same system. For example, if Python version 3.x.y, it means we will call it as a Python 3. In case if the version number 2.x.y, then we will call it as a Python 2. So the first part is a major and second part is a minor and the third part is a patch. Python from one version to another version. So these are all the possible upgrade scenarios as like shown in the table. Okay, let us discuss the scenarios one by one. Here in the first, the upgrade scenario 1. Upgrading a Python 2 to 3 in major part of the versions. Then the new version installed separately on the system 80. Going to upgrade to a Python 3.7.9 version. So due to the major parts are not equal, so the 3.7.9 will be installed on the same system separately along with the Python version 2.7.80. Upgrade scenario 2. So in case if there is any difference of minor parts of the version, then the new version of the Python will be installed on the machine. So as like shown here in the table, upgrading from 3.7 to 3.8. So let us validate this second scenario. So check in command line the version which is existed on the system like Python-v. So it shows Python 3.7.9 is installed and it is running. So using the where Python command, so we can see which versions of Python installed on the system. So it shows only one version of 3.7.9 is installed. So upgrading Python 3.7.9 to a 3.8.4 due to the minor part of the versions 7 is not equal to 8. So the new version 3.8.4 will be installed along with the existing version 3.7.9 as like shown in the here. Okay, so open the Python 3.8.4 binary and click on that, execute the setup wizard. Then the Python setup wizard invoke the install Python 3.8.4 to install a new version on the machine. Here we can see that we can install now or install in a customized location. So there is an already existing version 3.7.9 and now we are going to install this 3.8.4. So choose the customized install. It will install the Python in a separate folder. Make sure to select the add Python checkbox. The setup was successful. Then validate. So make sure the Python 3.7 and the new installed version Python 3.8 is existed in the program files or not where we have installed. And checking the system properties, environment variables. Make sure the path is updated with the new version, the 3.8.4, which is current default version, showing as like in the here. So then make sure it is also appeared in the installed programs, app and features. So if you look at the both versions installed, the new version installed along with the existing one. So in a nutshell, we can see this, an upgrade scenario 2. The user has already Python 3.79 installed or existed in that machine. So in upgrade scenario 2, we can see that there is an existing version of Python 3.7.9 existed. When user want to upgrade to 3.8.4, so along with the 3.7.9, the new version 3.8.4 also installed on the same. Upgrade scenario 3. If there is any from version patch part is less than 2 version patch part, then the Python setup wizard replace the existing version to a new version. Let's have a detailed look. Upgrading Python from 3.8.4 to 3.8.5. Here the patch version is different and the from version of the patch 4 is less than 5. So then the Python setup wizard will replace the existing version with the new version 3.8.5 as like shown here. So let's verify the same upgrade scenario 3. Click on Python 3.8.5 binary setup exe and this Python setup wizard open with the scenario upgrade to Python 3.8.5. So here the patch versions from version is less than the 2 version, so it will upgrade to a new version. So that means it will replace the existing version to a new version on the same system in this scenario. So click on upgrade now. See, the upgrade replaces in the same location and with the new version setup was successful. Let's validate this scenario. Go to the installed programs, app and features. Make sure the existing version 3.7.9 existed and the new version 3.8.4 upgraded to 3.8.5. Okay, check this in a command line. When you type Python, it will always shows the current default version Python 3.8.5. Where Python command will show the installed location of the Python location on the directories. So if user want to execute the specific version of the Python, so this Python launcher py is a utility tool will be helpful to invoke or execute the script based on the specific version. Let's have how we can execute the script based on a specific version. So here if you look at py version number 3.7 and the interpret is ready, and if you invoke the using Python launcher py 3.8, the specific interpret will be activated. So if user can using this Python launcher execute the specific version of the Python as like shown here, py 3.7 and the script file name. So using the specific 3.7 version as like same 3.8 version. So if there is a multiple versions of Python installed on the system, using the Python launcher, the user can execute the scripts with the specific version. I hope you have a better idea how this Python setup wizard works in case of upgrade Python installation on Windows. If you have any questions, please write it on comment section. I will be reply back as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, subscribe the channel and click on bell icon for latest updates.